Martell said. So you guys really didn't see or hear everything that Marco was answering him because Marcelo was dropping receipts and he was naming guys who Martell have slept with in Huntsville. That's okay. We gotta say legend. No, it's not a legend. It's not a legend. I mean, this is 'cause Carlos, let me tell you. So you guys have known. You said that, I've been quiet. I know a lot more than what I say. And for years, Marco had been like, no, T, don't do that. No, T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Martell because drama has never strayed far from Martell Holt's world. But this time, it's not about another affair, business feud, or messy co-parenting moment. It's about something far more personal, something that could change the way fans see him forever. After years of rumors, quiet whispers, and denied accusations, shocking claims have surfaced that could shake everything Martell has tried to rebuild. LaTisha Scott's jaw-dropping revelations and Shereé Whitfield's unexpected twist have turned what was once just another Huntsville feud into an emotional storm of betrayal, confusion, and unanswered questions. The line between truth and rumor has never felt blurrier. And while Martell has faced his share of scandals before, from infidelity to financial troubles, this new round of allegations cuts deeper. Because this time, it's not just about his actions. It's about who he truly is behind closed doors. Understand why he would say that, why he would throw me in the middle of that. And so him and Marco was going back and forth. Unfortunately, edit didn't show what Marco said, but they showed what Martell said. So you guys really didn't see or hear everything that Marlo was answering him? 'Cause Marlo was dropping receipts and he was naming guys who Martell had slept with in hot seat. But how did things spiral this far? And why are LaTisha and Shereé suddenly the ones putting Martell's most private life on full display? To understand this shocking moment, we need to go way back to the roots of Martell's fractured friendships, its complicated relationships, and the secrets he thought would never come to light. Before the cameras ever rolled on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Martell Holt was the picture of success. He was charming, confident, and seemingly had it all. A beautiful wife, Melody Shari, a growing family, and a promising future as a businessman. Together, he and Melody became one of Huntsville's power couples. They represented ambition, unity, and Black excellence. But behind that perfect image was a man struggling with temptation, ego, and control. Marco did an interview out here saying, I'm like, why would this dude even fix his mouth and say something about my charge? So what's the problem with you then? Every time he opens his mouth, say something about Marco, he can be talking about Martell. Marco knows about Martell. I'm telling you right now, I don't have no respect for you. KU ass, it's like dude, and it's like together. I'm not saying nothing about it. Where the at, my boy? Go ahead and big fella. Keep going, big fella. I'm done. Hold on. When Martell's affair with a woman named Arian Curry came to light, everything began to crumble. The picture-perfect life shattered in front of millions of viewers. What started as a private betrayal turned into public humiliation. Melody filed for divorce, and the couple's once ideal image transformed into reality TV's most talked about downfall. The scandal left deep scars, not just on Martell and Melody, but on the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. Friendships were broken, alliances shifted, and Martell became a lightning rod for controversy. He wasn't just the man who cheated, he became the man everyone had an opinion about. What's going on in New York City today or tonight? Let me know. Looking for something amazing, different to get into tonight. Oh, she want to do something that I'm leaving. Even after the divorce, the drama didn't end. Martell's attempts to co-parent peacefully with Melody turned into heated exchanges and emotional moments that played out on screen. Viewers saw a man caught between regret and pride, between trying to change and refusing to take accountability. And then came the whispers, quiet rumors about Martell's private life that many brushed off as gossip. For a long time, it was just background noise. But as his friendships began to fall apart, especially with Morrow and LaTisha Scott, those rumors started to gain traction. It all began with a heated argument that fans didn't see on camera. According to LaTisha Scott, during an off-camera confrontation, Morrow allegedly accused Martell of having relationships with men. Some of the things that they was throwing at us, I haven't dealt with it. And I felt like it was a distraction because I really wanted to talk about, some of the things we really did have to overcome within our relationship and our marriage. But infidelity wasn't one of them. So I'm like, it just wasn't my case. And then once I started having people come to me, it was like, we've been offered money to come on the show and say we slept with your husband. I was like, oh my God, like this is yay, unhung. Yeah, I was like, this is crazy. Like people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like now I don't believe anything. The claim stunned everyone in the room, but it never made it to air. LaTisha says producers deliberately left it out. Something she later spoke about in a shocking interview with Carlos King. Her words changed everything. For the first time, someone from inside Martell's circle was publicly hinting that there was more to his story than what fans had seen. She claimed the network had edited out the most explosive confrontation of the season, protecting Martell while letting the public see only the surface-level drama. Fans immediately began dissecting every scene, every comment, every odd look exchanged between Martell and Morrow in earlier episodes. Some viewers believed LaTisha was simply stirring the pot to deflect from her own marriage troubles. Others thought she was telling the truth and finally saying what many had whispered for years. But here's where things took an unexpected turn. Shereé Whitfield stepped in. At first, Shereé and Martell's connection seemed like a surprising but harmless crossover between two reality TV worlds. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star and the Love and Marriage Huntsville heartthrob were spotted together, smiling, holding hands, and attending events. Shereé painted Martell as charming, ambitious, and misunderstood the type of man who'd been unfairly judged. But as LaTisha's claims gained traction, Shereé found herself pulled into the storm. Fans flooded her social media asking if she knew about the allegations. Others accused her of being used as a cover-up for Martell's rumored relationships. At first, she ignored the speculation until she didn't. In a cryptic post, she shared a message about truth always coming to light and never being blindsided by those who hide behind masks. That single post sent the internet into overdrive. Many interpreted it as her subtly distancing herself from Martell. Then, during a recent RHOA-related appearance, Shereé was asked directly about Martell and the rumors swirling around him. Her response was calm but telling. People love to talk. I just know what he's shown me, and that's what I'll stand on. But let's be real. Sometimes what we see isn't always the full story. Those words, what we see isn't always the full story, said shockwaves through both fan bases. Viewers couldn't tell if Shereé was defending Martell or quietly confirming there was something deeper going on. Meanwhile, LaTisha doubled down. She stood by her story, claiming the producers of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, were protecting Martell's image and intentionally hiding the truth. In her interview, she even hinted that Morrow's confrontation with Martell had gotten so personal. Producers feared it would change how fans saw both men. This revelation opened a bigger conversation about reality TV. How editing shapes the narrative, who gets protected, and who becomes the villain. Viewers began to wonder if that moment had been shown, would Martell's image have survived? As the story spread online, fans split into two camps. On one side were the Team Martell supporters, loyal fans who believed LaTisha was trying to destroy him out of jealousy or revenge. They argued that she was bitter over old drama and trying to shift attention away from her own marriage issues. One user wrote, "LaTisha always got something to say about Martell. Girl, worry about your husband." Another commented, "They always target Martell because he's easy to blame. Everyone's got secrets, not just him." But on the other side were fans who said LaTisha's claims lined up with years of strange behavior they'd noticed. "I've always said Martell gives off something different." One person wrote, "LaTisha just confirmed what people already suspected." Another added, "She's energy changed overnight." That says a lot. The online debate turned vicious. Some accused Shereé of using Martell for publicity, while others said Martell used her to distract from deeper rumors. The couple's once glamorous romance began to look like a carefully planned storyline